Who is John? It's a lot of, I don't know, that's a tough question. Third year visual arts student at the University of Regina. I love music, I love art, I love literature. As a kid I would always listen to music and have music playing and be dancing to it, or you know, if I was in a room playing, I would want music to be on. I remember in grade 8, it was the first time that I saw like a real live DJ, not in the sense of like playing CDs, but playing a synthesizer and a sequencer live, and I just remember thinking like that was so cool that he had control over so much of that sound.
Oh yeah, a DJ, hell yeah, a DJ, bring that back.
After I graduated high school, it started getting more into the DJ scene. And one of the key books that I read was Last Night a DJ Saved My Life, and it's kind of like a history of DJing. It's a really cool book, but it sort of helps you understand the culture behind it and what it all entails to be a DJ. And when I came here, I found out about the Imp Labs, and I just started hanging out here all the time, because I mean, what else am I going to do if I'm hanging out at the university and I've got a few hours to kill? Why not come down and start DJing and spinning some records and talking to people who are like-minded, into the same kind of things. After I graduated, I worked in the inner city schools in Saskatoon for a number of years, as a teacher assistant or educational assistant or behavioral assistant or whatever. I had a number of different roles, but I basically worked with a number of inner city youth. One of the things that I realized when I worked in the inner city was that so many of these kids had a real potential for art and writing and drawing, and it was like an outlet for them. Every year Charity does a Scott project with Scott Collegiate. It's where we go in and we do beat making, rapping, DJing, graffiti, and breakdancing with the kids at Scott Collegiate, and then we work through some stuff with them, and eventually they do a performance at the end of the program. Seeing some of the kids come into the program, and they're very timid at first, a lot of them, but then seeing them at the end of the program where they're up on a stage in a club here in the city, and you know, like rapping in front of a group of people, mostly parents and friends and family. Help them understand that there's a lot more out there for them, that they have this potential inside them, that they don't have to turn to drugs and gangs and prostitution and a life of alcoholism, that there's a whole world of creative everything for them, and then they're a part of that, and you just have to realize that they are capable of that. And I love it. It's great.